Paramcha Bhagavat Shalukyadikam Ityante Suvyaktam. The result of surrendering unto Lord Ram is attaining of his abode and so on. This is very explicit at the end of the Ramayana. At the end of the Ramayana, at the end of Uttarakanda, Canto 7, it is described that by the mercy of Lord Ramachandra, all of the residents of Ayodhya were liberated from material existence. Indeed, they attained his abode along with him when he returned to the spiritual world. Arthavadoupapatti cha Balakande Darshite, praise and logical reason. Arthavada. Upapatti. Arthavada is praise. Upapatti is logical reason. Praise and logical reason are presented in Balakanda, Canto 1. The supremacy of Lord Vishnu over Lord Shiva has been shown in Canto 1, Chapter 75. इमे द्वे धनुषि श्रेष्ठे इत्यादिना अर्थवादम् उक्त्वा जृम्भितं तद्धनुर्दृष्ट्वा शैवं विष्णुपराक्रमैः अधिकं मेनिरे विष्णुं देवासर्षि गणास्तदा इत्यादिना ब्रह्म प्रमुखैः स ऋषिगणैः देवैः मीमांसा पूर्वकं विष्णु रुद्रयोः मध्ये विष्णोः आधिक्य निर्णय उक्ते उपपत्तिः उक्ता. Okay. This needs to be rendered, therefore I have rendered it here. This chapter first praises Lord Vishnu and then describes an incident proving Lord Vishnu's supremacy over Lord Shiva thus. After Lord Shiva destroyed Tripura, okay, that whole, first of all, the background is put out here. Describes an incident proving Lord Vishnu's supremacy over Lord Shiva thus. After Lord Shiva destroyed Tripura, an extremely difficult task, desiring to see who among Lord Shiva and Lord Vishnu is strong and who is weak, all the demigods asked Grandfather Brahma, who among the two is stronger? Having understood the intention of the demigods actually wanted to know who is the supreme being, who is the supreme deity. Grandfather Brahma, the best of the truthful, created a quarrel between them. When a quarrel between them came about, there was a great battle between Lord Shiva and Lord Vishnu, each desiring to conquer the other, that caused the hairs on the bodies of the viewers to stand on end. Then, by Lord Vishnu's sounding of Hum, Lord Shiva's bow of terrible prowess was stretched, and Mahadeva of 3 eyes was brought to a standstill. The Devas then came together with the Rishis and the Charanas and pleaded for peace. Consequently, both of the best of the celestials became peaceful. Having noticed that Lord Shiva's bow was stretched by Lord Vishnu's prowess, the Devas and Rishis concluded that Lord Vishnu was greater than Lord Shiva. Then, having worshipped Lord Vishnu and having taken permission from Lord Shiva, the demigods departed to the heavens while keeping Lord Brahma, Indra, and other leaders in front of them. So this is taken from chapter 75 of the first canto of Valmiki Ramayana. Those who are interested can go through that. So in this description, the following text appears. Jrimbhitam tad dhanur drishtva shaivam vishnu parakramaihi adhikam menere vishnu deva sarshi ganastada. Having noticed that Lord Shiva's bow was stretched by Lord Vishnu's prowess, the Devas and Rishis concluded that Lord Vishnu was greater than Lord Shiva. Now here, okay, first let's go through this. So here, logical reason is presented here in the context of this event for the Devas, headed by Brahma. For the Devas headed by Brahma and the sages rationally investigated the issue of who's supreme and ascertained that Lord Vishnu is superior to Lord Shiva. Now, Arthavada. What about Arthavada or praise? So now, what about Arthavada or praise? For that, Sri Govindaraja refers to a particular text, Ime Dve Dhanushi Shresthe, which is text 11 in chapter 75 onwards. This is the report of Lord Parshuram speaking with Lord Ramachandra. इमे द्वे धनुषि श्रेष्ठे दिव्ये लोकाभिविश्रुते दृढ़े बलवती मुख्ये सुकृते विश्वकर्मणा. Parshuram said, there are two bows famous all over the world that are excellent, celestial, firm, strong, important, and carefully created by Vishwakarma. 12 and 13. Karavira Samegandhe Vishale Vimale Shubhe Atisrishtam Surairekam Triyambakaya Yutsave Tripuraghnam Narashreshthal Bhagnam Kakusa Yatvaya Idam Viti Yudharsham Vishnu Dattam Surottamaihi. They were fragrant like the plant. Karavira, large, pure, and auspicious. One of them was given by the demigods to Lord Triyambaka, Shiva, when he desired to fight with the residents of Tripura, O Kakutstha, O king. That which destroyed Tripura was broken by you. Here is a second bow that is invincible. It was given to Vishnu by the best of the Devas. Now then, Parshurama, he relates the history of how Lord Vishnu had destroyed that, how he had a quarrel with Lord Shiva and that bow was stretched. And then Lord Shiva, out of anger, then gave that bow to the king of Mithila, and it came down to the king of Mithila all the way, which then Lord Ramachandra has now broken. But you do not come across an instance of the second bow, the Vishnu's bow, being broken. This is praise. Arthavada. Then we come to this. So Upapatti is a rational explanation of how, a logical explanation of how Lord Vishnu is superior to Lord Shiva. Because the Devas themselves, they understood rationally that see, Lord Vishnu is actually superior to Lord Shiva in capacity, potency. Nachavatyam menireti vachanat mahashurataras iti varadana kritam idam adhikyamiti. One cannot counter argue that menire literally means considered. In the above quoted verse indicates that Lord Vishnu's victory over Lord Shiva was due to some benediction he had received. For in that case, Lord Shiva would not have been angry about this incident. Tathatve tasya rosha an upapattehi dhanu rudrasya sankruddha iti hyuktam. Because that is noted immediately after this incident. Dhanu rudrastu sankruddho videheshu mahayashah devaratasya rajarsher dadau haste sasayakam. The angry Rudra, however, gave away his bow and arrows to the hands of the greatly famous and saintly king Devarata in the country of Videha. This is text 22. Footnote: if Lord Vishnu conquered over Lord Shiva due to some benediction, there would have been no reason for the latter to continue to retain his anger. Regarding Lord Shiva's position, one should read this note to 1.75.1, which explains statements like this. Why these descriptions of Lord Shiva are there. Kimcha Agastya Ashrame Satatra Brahmanasthanam Vishnusthanam Tathaiva cha Agnisthanam Mahendrasya Sthanam Chaiva Vivasvataha Somasthanam Bhagasthanam Sthanam Kauveram Mevacha Ityadina Brahma Adinam Agastya Upasyatvam Uktva Rudrasya Tat Akathanad Apujyatvam Uchyate. And then there's another reason that is presented by Sri Govindaraja. When Lord Ramachandra goes to the ashrama of Sri Agastya, there he sees various altars, different places where sacrificial offerings to particular demigods are kept. So there were places, such places for offering, for presenting sacrificial offerings to Lord Brahma, to Lord Vishnu, Agni, Indra, Vivaswan, which is Surya, Soma or Chandra, Bhaga, Kuvera, and so on. So from this, it is understood that Agastya had honored, worshipped through sacrifice Brahma and everyone. But it is not mentioned that he worshipped Rudra. He did not present any sacrificial offering for Lord Rudra, Lord Shiva. So from this it is understood that Agastya actually did not worship Lord Shiva. Na imani Agastya Pujakam Brahmadi Sthanani iti Vachyam Asambhavat Atra Deva Sagandharva Siddha Paramarshaya Agastyam Niyataharam Satatam Paripasate iti Vachanam Brahmadi Vitirikta Kevala Deva Vishayam. Now, there is a statement in the third canto of Valmiki Ramayana, which when Lord Ramachandra visits the ashrama of Agastya Muni, so at that time we come across this. This is 3.11.91. Attadeva Sagandharva Siddhascha Paramarshaya Agastyam Niyataharam Satatam Paripasate. Here Devas, Gandharvas, Siddhas, and great sages constantly serve Agastya, whose eating is regulated. So based on this, one can come up with the idea that, theoretically, one can come up with the idea that all these different places of worship found in Agastya's ashrama for Brahma, Vishnu, Agni, Indra, and so on, there are all actually seats for the celestial beings or these various powerful beings to come to worship and serve Agastya. So it is not meant for Agastya's worship of them, it is meant for their worship of Agastya. That interpretation might also be presented. But then Sri Govindaraja says, no, that is impossible. Because this statement, this text 91 here, this statement, this refers to Devas, Gandharvas, Siddhas, and all these great souls, other than Brahma, Vishnu, Agni, Indra, Vivaswan, Chandra, and so on. It refers to other devas, other celestial beings, other powerful beings. Kimcha यथा गृहस्थस्य गृहे देवगृहसत्त्वे गृहस्थस्यैव पूजकत्वं स्वरसतः प्रतीयते एवमत्रापि न अपलापावकाशः. Just as if in a grihastha's house there is a room for a deity, then it is the grihasthas considered to be worshipping that deity. That is the natural meaning. So that is here also. Because Agastya was worshipping these deities, not that these deities were worshipping Agastya. There is no, this is not an opportunity for some nonsensical interpretation like this. Kimcha Daksha Yagyavadhe. Moreover, when the incident of the destruction of Daksha's sacrifice took place, at that time also something very interesting took place.